Hi guys, how are you? Hope you are all doing fantastic. So I promised you that I was going to do a video on acne. Basically what I'm going to be doing is sharing my story about how I managed to clear out my acne. So I just came in, guys, just forgive me. I'm very tired. I didn't even get a chance to actually wash my face, but I had to do this video as I promised you. So yes, so let me just go back on where my acne troubles or problems started. I started having acne when I was in grade 9, right? But then back then I didn't think much of it. I thought it was just something that was just gonna pass, because it's something that is normal, when you get at a certain stage that in Xhosa we call it uyafikisa, So when you are entering the teenage stage, but after some time, yeah, your skin comes back to its original state. Sorry guys, I've got my coffee with me. So yes, but then grade 9, that was, yeah, it was not as bad. I went to high school, grade 10. That's where my face started to go crazy, So from there I started to panic, and I started to be desperate. So I tried a lot of product. I went into different doctors and different dermatologists. Some of the product that were recommended by the dermatologist, they did work, but the thing is that you find that a product work and then you get a break from acne for a month, and then after that it comes back, and then it comes back very worse than it was before. So yeah, that was just my life, So I left high school still suffering from severe acne. I have the cystic acne, those big and it's like you've got balls on your face, and they're very painful, So yeah, a lot of people say do not touch your face, drink a lot of water, do A and B, and then I tried a lot of that, But then high school, I finished high school, I had to go to university, and I still suffered from acne, and I was starting to be depressed, because all those who have suffered from acne, they will tell you it really put a strain, and a lot of it from your self-esteem and also to your confidence. So it's a bit hard to get my point. So especially being amongst people, my friends were all beautiful, and they had beautiful skin, so I was the only crocodile, I was like a thorn amongst the roses, if that's okay. Yeah. So to fast forward, the first year, yeah, that was okay. I was still suffering. I got to a point I was like, you know what, it's fine, I'm just ugly, it's okay. I'm not the only one who's suffering from acne. I'm just accepting this as my fate because I've tried a lot of things, right? So then on my second year, I had a roommate. I met a roommate. Her name was Akona, a very beautiful and smart lady, So she suggested to me that I try something called Oratane, right? It's Oratane or Acnetane or Accutane. It's the same thing, it's just different brand, right? So I launched into that idea. I bought Acnetane, I went to the doctor. I asked for him to actually, to write a prescription for me, right? Because you cannot get it. It's a Schedule 5, so you cannot get that. You need a prescription from the doctor, right? So I asked a script. Normally, you had to take it for 6 months. It's a 6 months course, right? So I had to check for my weight and also my kidneys, because with Acnetane, the dosage, it's based on your weight, on how much you weigh, right? And also you can't be pregnant, so you have to, yeah, but I knew that I was not pregnant. Yeah. So then, yeah, I started with my journey on Acnetane. First month it was horrible. The side effects were bad, but then I'm not gonna get into that because I had a lot of people who requested an experience with Acnetane, because I wrote about it on my Facebook, so a lot of people, they asked about my journey and my experiences with Acnetane. So I felt like that one on its own, it's a subject, so I have to actually make a video on that. Right. So yeah, side effects were very bad. First month, second month, my acne started to clear out. Third month, it was okay. Fourth month, my face was clear and clean. with no scar or anything, you know. So I felt like, okay, fine, even though I had to take it for a 6-month course, but then I was like, no, I'm okay. So I just stopped, you know, and my face was like beautiful, you know. And then fast forward 5 months down the line, I started having some zits here and there. And then before I knew it, my face was worse than it was before I took the Oratane, you know. And to me, I felt like, you know what, it's maybe because I was supposed to take it like on a 6-month course, but then I didn't finish the course. So maybe that's why it's coming back, like, and it's so severe, you know. Then I had to go back on Oratane for 6 months again, you know. And then again on 4th month, my acne was clear, but then I continued up until 6 months. That was okay. I was a happy girl. Everything was looking rouge, you know. So yeah. But then 6 months down the line, if it's 5 months, yeah, 6 months, it was always like 5 to 6 months, you know. And then my acne came back, you know, more severe and more aggravated than it was before, you know. And then that was just that became like a cycle, you know, that I would sorry about that, I would go on acne. I knew that like every year, you know, I'm gonna have to actually take an acne, you know, and Oratane to just get a break, you know, and feel beautiful, even if it's for a second, you know. Yeah, up to a point where like I got tired because I knew its effect. It's very strong and very harsh. Even with dermatologists, it's the last resort, you know. So then I knew that I had to stop. I had to take care of my kidneys because it put a strain on your kidneys and stuff, you know. Then I decided from there, because that one is the last resort. From there, I was like, okay, it's just, yeah, there's nothing that is gonna work. It's fine. I'm fine like this, you know. So up until last year around August, yeah. Because what happened is that, I saw a post on Facebook about Portia M. Yeah. So then I tried the product. Oh, guys, that product messed up. Like, it messed up my face. The first application, you know, that I did, my face was literally burning, you know. But then because I saw some reviews that when it burns, it works, you know. When you're having an acne, you become very gullible, you know, and very desperate, you know. So the whole pharmacist, you know, believe that a product that you put in on your face must burn you before it works. You know, I was desperate, you know. And then up until my face was messed up, like it was really messed up. It looked like a plastic. Yeah, well, do you get my point? So then I tried a lot of things. I even went back to Oratane for 3 months, but no, and then it didn't work, so I stopped. So last year around August, I bumped into Miss Lali Ann's YouTube channel. Right, so I found a video there about her acne story, of which I could relate very well with that. You know, we had her experiences like were similar, very similar to mine, right? So I looked at what product she used. Then I decided, you know what, let me just try, because I feel like they are cheap. You know, I've lost with acne. You spend a lot of money. Acne strains you financially, put a strain on your emotions and all that. It's just very bad. It's a very bad experience, right? So I was like, okay, you know what? After I switch off the video, and then I got into my car, and then I went to the shops to actually get those products, right? So these are the products that I used to actually clear my my skin. I'm gonna try to remove the makeup before yeah, the video ends, so that you could see how my face looked now. And I'm also gonna install a picture, my before picture, so that you could see how bad. If you think your acne was bad, you will see how my skin looked, right? So these are the products that I used. Let me get all of them here. Yeah. So yeah, it's Gentle Magic. Yeah, Gentle Magic. See? So I got the whole set, right? This is less than 100 Rand. This is 10 Rand. You can find it at Clicks. You can find it at any grocery stores, even if you are in the deep rural areas. yes, you can find this, right? This is 10 rand, like this is like 20 rand, 25 rand, but the whole set is less than 100 rand, you know. So I bought this. So, and on top of that, I added these tablets, right? This is an antibiotic. It's Bactrim. It comes in different brands. So you'll find it in Bactrim, Perbac, and Eurobac, right? It's just a combination of two antibiotics, which is trimepot, trime, oh, this word, it's like trimethoprim, sorry, and sulfametazole. So yeah, it's a combination of two antibiotics in one. And then I also use this is prednisone. It's a steroid, right? So it has got anti-inflammatory effect. So the reason I use this is that there are a lot of things that causes acne. Amongst them, there's a bacteria that is called, it's I hope I'm pronouncing it right, but we call it P bacteria. So what happens in your skin, there's something that is called sebaceous gland within you, something that is called sebaceous gland.
Guys, we had a bit of a technical problem, but it's all sorted. So while we're still busy sorting it, I had to go in and clean up my face so that we can actually see my skin clearly. So I was just explaining what happens with your sebaceous gland, right? When it over secretes the sebum, right? So the whole thing ends up clogging your follicles, right? So when your follicles are clogged, and then that's a home in the ground for bacterial growth, you know. So hence the bacteria and also inflammation. So this deals with that part, right? And also I take these just because I've noticed that whenever I'm introducing a new product on my skin reacts so bad, so it just goes crazy. So to actually suppress that, I had to take this. So I took 2 every morning. I took this only for 2 weeks, and then after that, when the product was settling in and well with my skin, so I didn't see a need for it, right? So yeah, I stopped, right? So with Gentle Magic, so I would wash my face twice a day. So what I'll do, I would use this, it's a bar soap, right? And then when my skin, I would use this, and then when my skin is dry, then I would then follow up with this, right? I would use this as a toner, right? So you just, take these cottons. You can find them at Clicks and any grocery stores as well. And then you just, and then you just apply it in settles, like, that's how you apply it, sorry. And then after that, then I would come and use the lotion, right? So all these things, I use them twice a day, every day, in the morning and in the afternoon. Then this is an exfoliator, right? Then I would use it twice a week, in the morning, on Monday and also on Fridays, right? So those are the products that I use, guys. They're very cheap. Like I said, the whole set is less than 100 rand, right? And then with these two as well, they're very cheap. If you can find them on public facilities, clinics and hospital, but then you'll have to speak to the nurse and also or a doctor to prescribe it. In those places without a doctor, like my facility, then they are prescribing nurses, then you can ask them to prescribe this. But bear in mind this, you cannot take when you are pregnant and when you are breastfeeding, right? So and also if you are diabetic, you must be careful. You can't take this. It actually increases your blood sugar levels. All right, so that's just what I used, right? And it's not only my experience, right? I've recommended this to some of my patients, right? As a pharmacist, I'm like a first contact person, you know, for a lot of things. So I get a lot of teenagers and other old people coming in asking for advices for their face. So I recommended this, right? Because it's the only thing that actually we have in public facilities, and it really worked for me. And then 98% of them, they come back with positive feedback. For me, guys, like I said, 2 weeks my skin was starting to clear up.
after a month my skin was clear. I didn't have to use anything for scars, like everything just went away, and then my skin was like this. But I still get a few offsets here and there when I'm approaching my periods, right? Like now you can see, but it's not really zits, but I just get some few bumps, you know, on my forehead. As you can see, my forehead is a bit rough. Then what I do is I take 2 of this, and when I get like a zit anywhere, then I run to this. I take 2, and then after that I am cleared. So yeah guys, that's what I use to clear up my face, which I've suffered to clear up my face, which I've suffered with for the longest time, right? So yeah, that's all guys. I'm gonna do another video very soon on my skin, my everyday skin routine, because after clearing acne, it doesn't end there. You have to find a way to maintain your healthy skin, because if not, you'll find yourself back in square one. Then I will do another separate video on that, right? So guys, if you haven't subscribed or you're new to this channel, please subscribe, and also don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And if you've got any question, any comment, or any suggestion, please write it down the comment section. Thank you so much guys. Yeah, bye.